on an unfortunate note, and this is the type of stuff that keeps me up at night, and this is why organizations like Hood Peace are so important. 55 shot, 5 killed in Chicago over the weekend, including 8 shot at a Chicago graduation party. How do we expect them to stop killing us if we don't stop killing us?
Man, it don't resonate. That don't resonate, man. It don't resonate. People justify, not really justify, but for some reason, most people in the media don't seem to think the two are related. Okay, they're not directly related, but they're connected. Okay, and it's as simple as this: if you don't care about you, why I got to care about you? If you don't show no love for yourself, why should I show you any? And they know that with all that what you just said, when it happens, ain't nobody gonna march. Ain't nobody. Ben Crump ain't gonna be there. Sharpton ain't gonna be there. It's what happens in the hood. It's part of. Unfortunately, it's part of our culture, and that's. I mean, not gonna say I'm gonna take that one back. I'll take that one back, but that's part of living in the hood. That's what happens. It gets written off as being part of the game. What game do you play that you always lose all the time and you can change the rules? That don't make no sense.
Yep.
We're the only people in the world that play games that we always lose, but we can change the rules of the game, change how the game is played, change everything. All we gotta do is stand up. 55 people, you said 55 people shot?
55 shot and 5 killed, 8 at a graduation party alone.
I think the only thing I saw this week that was more disturbing than that, well, just as disturbing as that, the young lady graduated from high school and 2 hours later she got shot and killed.
Was that here in LA?
No, I think it's something I saw on my news feed, and that kind of hurt. That hurt a lot. I mean, she just graduated. She was happy. I think she would have got some gas and caught a bullet. You know, a few hours later, she was dead.
Man.
I mean, it's almost like the ignorant ones are mad because the ones that's trying to do something have a future. Okay. So I'm gonna deprive you of your life because I don't have a future at all. So I might as well gonna go to jail right now. I mean, I could pontificate and say all kind of stupid stuff, but bottom line is, man, it don't make no sense.
Yep.
It don't make sense. It don't make sense. But you know, when it comes to the gun control, ain't nobody gonna do nothing about that. The people that may have some influence over it. They ain't gonna say a whole lot. Now, back in the 80s, back in the 90s, when they had that crime bill, they cracked down on everybody's ass. A lot of people was happy, but that same crime bill, they tried to use it to put a bite on Joe Biden's butt when he ran for president. Now, I've heard he said some real racist things, but that crime bill at that time, I hate to say this, but a lot of folks was happy to see that someone gonna jump off because the streets was wild. And all they're gonna do at some point in time, they're gonna start passing some more laws.
And you know what, that crime bill, Lonzo, I was so against Biden with that. I was one of those people on online talking trash about Biden and this crime bill. Keep in mind, I was 14. I knew nothing about what was going on. But long story short, you were the one on this show that changed my mind. Because you were living through 1993, I mean, I was 13, 14, but you were an adult. You had property, you had businesses. Right. So you looked at the country and your city a little bit different than some 13-year-old punk who doesn't even know what he's talking about.
You know, you never want to see people go to jail, man. You never want to see them go to jail. You never want to see them get caught up in that bullshit. But when you see people that you know that are falling like flies for no reason other than they were at the wrong place at the wrong time. Babies, your next door neighbor, babies getting killed because cats is just doing this. Cats just wow, man. They just went wild with the drugs and with the gangs and the drugs mixed together. It was nitro and glycerin. The city blew up. the city blew up, man. It was really hard to do anything. And I think that's when I took a vacation from the club business for a while because it just wasn't fun no more. It was not fun anymore.
Yeah, and you said that the dress code went from, you know, hard-toed shoes and nice dress, button-down shirts to Dickies and khakis and overnight.
It was from New Jack City, the boys in the hood. Man. And see, people forget that was an era when the so-called drug dealers was the best dressed cats in the room. Mm. And when they went from that to boys in the hood, the bottom fell out, dude. Mm-hmm. No, Nino Brown, that fictional character, was a cold-hearted dude, man. But I can say in real life, I know a lot of guys like that who carried themselves differently, and they may have done some things to people, but they carried themselves. They looked different. They gave a different perception, put it that way. At some point in time, that whole genre went out the window, and it went all boys in the hood, man, and it's never been the same since then.
Yeah, damn. And the crazy part is because your I guess leaf, your tree branches kind of touch everything. So a lot of people would say that, you know, in some way you started, or at least knew the people that started gangster rap, or discovered the people that started gangster rap, which led to a lot of this. And I know that's not your thing, you know, you don't believe in that, but yeah, it's like, it's crazy how that goes down.
What's the guy's name that discovered that built the atom bomb?
Oh, shall I look it up? Go ahead.
It was a guy that invented the atom bomb. Okay, I think his last name was Smith. Okay, and Smith discovered how to split an atom. Okay, that's
Robert
what he did.
Oppenheimer.
Okay, Robert Oppenheimer. My bad. Robert Oppenheimer discovered how to split an atom, but he did not do that to create the atom bomb. That was not his intentions. Okay, he was a scientist. He took something, he created it, and it was made to do something else. And somebody else says, "Oh, if we do it like this, if we keep splitting itself, it'll blow up some stuff." And next thing you know, they dropped it on Hiroshima. Yeah. Okay. That was not his intention to build something that was going to destroy Hiroshima. Okay. Mm-hmm. But some people take what you do and twist it up to a whole other flavor. You know, it's like chicken. It's all kind of chicken. The kernel, you know, when fried chicken came out, whoever invented it probably was a black person. You know, they didn't invent it to give people heart attacks, but you know, shit, that's what it does. Make your ass fat and give you a heart attack.